Hello and welcome to Mitv Primetime News. I am Teresa Adeyemi. We begin the news tonight with the top stories. Oshibajo calls for investment capacity expansion of tertiary institutions. NDLEA nabs Lagos hotelier over drug trafficking allegations. 2022 Lagos Trade Fair ends. From the foreign scene, Democrats keep control of Senate as Cortez Masto wins in Nevada. Sport. Pereira stops Adesanya 5th round of UFC middleweight champion. Now the news in details. The Vice President, Professor Yemi Oshibajo, has reiterated the need for increased investment in open universities and expansion of capacities of tertiary institutions in the country. Oshibajo, who was represented by the Honorable Minister of Transportation, Muazu Jajisambo, at an event in Okada, said the expansion of tertiary institutions would accommodate more youth who constitute 70% of the country's population. He said, as a nation, Nigeria must invest in more open universities. With the number of youth accounting for about 70% of the population, the country cannot overemphasize the need to expand the capacity of its tertiary education landscape cost effectively. The Vice President said, according to the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board (JAMB) in 2019, the current capacity across the tertiary institutions stood at 750,000, while no fewer than 1.9 million candidates apply yearly. Oshibajo pointed out there is need to encourage transnational education by deliberately attracting top foreign universities across the world to set up their campuses in Nigeria. Socio-Economic Right and Accountability Project (SEREP) has urged President Muhammadu Buhari to urgently direct the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, SAN, and appropriate law enforcement agencies to identify and arrest the perpetrators and sponsors of attacks on the offices of Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) across the country. SEREP urged Buhari to ensure that the perpetrators and their sponsors are named and shamed and promptly brought to justice, regardless of their political affiliations. There were recent reports of simultaneous attack on the local government offices of INEC in Abeokuta, Ogun State, and Ede, Osun State. There were at least 41 attacks in 14 states between February 2019 and May 2021. Recent reports also showed over 50 attacks on INEC offices in several states in the last few months. SEREP Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare said in a letter to the presidency that the attacks were increasingly putting INEC under siege. If not urgently addressed, the escalating attacks on the offices of INEC would impair the people's right to vote. 10 days after he was declared wanted, operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, have arrested fleeing Lagos socialite and owner of Adika's Hotels, Alhaji Ademola Afolabi Kazim, aka Alhaji Abdullahi Kazim Mohammed, over offenses bordering on exportation and trafficking of illicit drugs as well as money laundering. Recall that the agency on Tuesday, 1st November, declared the suspect wanted following his failure to honor NDLEA invitations and an order granted by a federal high court in Lagos. The wanted drug kingpin was uncovered as the sponsor of some traffickers arrested by the Anti-Narcotics Agency in their recent attempt to export cocaine to Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and other destinations outside Nigeria. A statement by Femi Babafemi's spokesperson said, and I quote, "The search for him, however, paid off on Thursday, 10th November, when he was successfully taken into custody, where he is currently being interviewed. His lid was blown open after the arrest of one of his mules, Bulujo Komuyiwa Babalola, a Lagos BRT driver, on 27th June at the Murtala Muhammad International Airport, Ikeja, when he named Alhaji Ademola Kazim, alias Adikas, as the owner of the 900 grams of cocaine he ingested. In a related development, NDLEA operatives also arrested a businesswoman, Okefun Darlington Chisom, over a links with two Pakistanis, Asif Mohammed, 45, and Hussein Navid, 57, arrested at the Lagos airport with 8 kilograms of cocaine concealed in a sound system while attempting to board a Qatar Airways flight to Lahore, Pakistan via Doha on Saturday, 5th of November. Lagos State Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu has declared that the realities of the time have placed on the government the responsibility of creating and harnessing opportunities through improved private sector participation to accelerate economic growth, create more jobs for the teeming youth, and enhance the revenue-generating capacity. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu would disclose this on Sunday while drawing the curtain on the 2022 Lagos International Trade Fair, said through the creation of Lagos State Export Promotion Committee to promote exportation of locally made product. The administration is working with various stakeholders to position product and services in the state for increased export. On his part, the president of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, LCCI, Dr. Michael Olawale Cole, has called on the government at all levels to continue to address the issues of enabling environment in the country, especially as regards infrastructures and security, and right policies to fix the key drivers of high inflation. Dr. Olawale Cole said the country needs to do this in order to fully harness the huge enterprising resource of domestic and foreign investors for the diversification of its economy and the welfare of the people. The Trade Promotion Board of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Engineer Leye Kupoluyi, applauded the state government for its unflinching support over the years. The theme of this year's fair was connecting businesses, creating value.
Investors have to continue to demonstrate resilience and determination to forge ahead despite these challenges. I therefore commend the LCCI for a strong confidence in the Nigerian economy, and they believe that it will meet the growth target for this year.
We will continue to work hard and implement innovative and creative ideas driven by technology to meet your expectations and the aspirations of Lagosians for a greater Lagos that is functional, productive, safe, secure, and provides limitless opportunities for all.
I will work very closely with Lagos State Government to ensure that we support them to achieve the vision of the state government. It is in our interest, because the better you are, the better the environment. So, and easier it will be for our business people to do business. So we can do a lot of more business, make more money, make more profits, and pay more taxes. And also employ more people in Lagos State. So I want to assure you, those two bodies will link up with you shortly.